What's up, guys? Welcome back to Planet Zoo, the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo series. Oh, yeah. So, as you know from our previous videos, we are trying to reconstruct the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo that is located here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Now, as you can see, we have done quite a bit to our giraffe and zebra habitat. But before we start getting into details on what happened, I did a little bit of research, guys. Oh yeah, I did some research and I found out some really cool things about this zoo. And I want to share this stuff with you guys because I find it really interesting and maybe you will too. So, Cheyenne Mountain Zoo was actually started being built in 1920. Oh yeah, this is an old zoo right here, guys. This is a real old zoo. It's been around for over 100 years. Can you imagine that? 100 years for this zoo to be around. That is really, really cool. This zoo was brought about by a man named Spencer Penrose. This guy is somebody who is well known here in Colorado Springs. To those of us who were born and raised here, you would definitely know about Spencer Penrose. This guy he's just done so much for Colorado Springs and founding the city, helping it grow. He owned the Broadmoor Hotel. He's just very influential in his time. Now, the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo came about because Spencer Penrose actually had a bunch of exotic animals and he kept some of them at the Broadmoor Hotel. Now, what happened was a monkey that was at the Broadmoor Hotel bit a child, and the board of directors of the Broadmoor Hotel said, okay, that's it. You need to get rid of these animals. So, Mr. Spencer Penrose decided, screw you guys, I'm going to build a zoo. So that's what he did. He built the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo back in the 1920s. The zoo is currently accredited. It's one of the few accredited zoos here in the United States, and it is one out of 8 accredited zoos here in the nation that have on display a moose. Unfortunately, we don't have moose here in Planet Zoo, but man, I wish we did because that moose habitat looks phenomenal. I love the way they did it. Another thing is the giraffe herd at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, the real one, is the largest giraffe herd in the world at a zoo. So I found that another interesting little factoid. I thought you guys might enjoy it as well. So got that stuff out of the way. I might put in some more facts in each one of these little videos as I come across them. I love the history of this zoo. Anyways, guys, getting on to it. As you can see, I've done a lot of work this week. I know I put these videos out once a week. I'm going to try to get them out more than that. I'm hoping 2, maybe 3 times a week. It all depends on my work schedule and how much time I can actually devote to the game, guys. So please understand that's the reason why I'm only doing one video at a time right now. I do work 40-hour weeks, and life gets hectic. I don't get a whole lot of time to play. Most of my playtime is on the weekends. Um, but anyways, what we've done, we've added trash bins, we've added recycle bins, we've added path lighting, we've added education boards. Oh man, coming right down through. I've also added a cooling system for the guests that are hidden underneath the path here. I created the African Rift Valley signage. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like it. And on the other side it says "Come back soon." Over on this side, we decorated this out a little bit. We put some conservation boards in here. That's not at the real zoo, but I figured why not? It looks good. We did a whole lot of garden work as well. As you can see, we've definitely filled this area in, definitely made it more pretty to look at. Along the habitat, the borders here, I did rock work, got rid of that ugly fence, and put in rocks instead, and I decorated the rocks. I've got a whole bunch of these African-themed props that are just spread out throughout the border of the habitat. And I just think why not? It looks good. It breaks it up a little bit so it's not as boring to look at. Coming over here, as we can see, I totally decked this out. Last time you saw these were just gray buildings right in here. I went ahead and built this nice little structure here. I've got a gulpy soda, an ATM machine, a monster frite, and if we come inside here, I've got the bathrooms pretty well hidden in here, just so they don't look ugly. That was the only reason. Then I came up here, I trimmed it all out. I put these African little dingle daubers hanging over there, got the vine work done, did the realism. I put the vents in the building as well, kind of showed some support for this roof in here. Just some minor stuff. You can also probably tell I changed out the path quite a bit. The path for me just it wasn't working. I didn't like it, so I changed it out to make it more of a circle instead of having all sorts of crazy things going on all over here. What else do we do? Oh yeah, I put in these staff gates. Um, Not really super detailed, but it's obvious what they are. They serve their purpose. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I told you guys I was going to put this stuff in here. I did. I also changed the giraffe house a little bit. I added some extra trim work here, and I noticed from. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. Um, I must have pressed something and the recording stopped, so I had to restart. Where was I? I was talking about the giraffe house. Um, the giraffe house in the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is not sandstone brick like I originally had it. It is like these slabs of sandstone, at least on the outside. We don't have that in game, so I just made it like this smooth sandstone instead. That was a process, let me tell you guys. That took up a lot of time to completely redo the whole exterior of this building. I did manage to fix a few things. I don't know if you guys remember seeing, but there was this piece right here that was kind of sticking out. I was able to get that fixed up. If you were wondering if the animals do come in here, yes, they do, as you can see right there. What else did I do here? Oh, I did some terrain painting inside the habitat as well. Just to make it more realistic, you're not going to have nice, luscious green grass underneath these trees. So I put in some soil in there to kind of show that the grass would be dying, it would be trodden on, whatnot. I added the bushes underneath the trees just so it looks a little bit more pretty. I also added these little caps on the feeders because they are in the actual zoo, though they don't look like this. They're more wide, but still, it adds to it, I think. Another thing that we're going to do, guys, we are going to change the uh, hortwogs, the warthogs. The warthogs are going to be coming out of this habitat probably later in this series because the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is putting in a new area called Africa Water's Edge. Africa Water's Edge will be right around in here on our map. And what they have at the real zoo is African penguins. That's right, guys. African penguins will be at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. I saw a video of them on Cheyenne Mountain Zoo's YouTube, and they are adorable. The habitat, from what we were able to see, looks amazing. I can't wait to build that here in our series. But they're going to have the African penguins, they're going to have warthogs, and they are going to have hippos. So once we get that habitat built, the warthogs over here, they are going to get relocated because they don't belong here. Another thing we're going to do, another thing that I have been kind of really working on is getting the names of the animals. I can't seem to get all the names. I have reached out to Cheyenne Mountain Zoo twice now. They were able to give me some of the names. I reached out during a live feed, and they were able to give me some names of some of the giraffes. I also reached out to Cheyenne Mountain Zoo to ask them for pictures of the habitats in the buildings because, of course, right now the zoo is closed to the public. We cannot go. I really wish I could, so I could just simply take pictures to make everything more accurate and resemble the zoo better. Uh, I'm not expecting them to send me pictures, guys. I'll be honest. I asked for them. I don't think I'm going to get them because the staff there, they have so much on their hands right now. Understand that. Um, I'm not going to be disappointed if they don't send me pictures. If they do, that would be phenomenal. Um, but if they can't, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to think any less of them because they've got so much going on. They're building that new habitat. And, of course, their primary goal, their primary directive is to take care of the animals that are at the zoo. And, I mean, most of the staff at the zoo are all volunteers. So it's hard to justify asking them to go above and beyond to help me, right? They should be focusing on the animals. If they can't send me pictures, that would be great. But if they can't, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to get butthurt about it. I'm not going to think any less of them. It's just what it is, guys. But because I was able to get some names off of the videos and off of reaching out to them earlier today during the live feed, we are going to go ahead and name some of our animals as they are named presently at the zoo. So we're going to go to zoo. We're going to pick our animals tab. I don't have any names for the warthogs, but I do have names for the zebras. They have 2 male zebras at the zoo, so we are going to change these names. The first one here is going to be named Mugambi. Okay, let's do that right now. Mugambi. And then the second male zebra is Wembe, I believe. Um, I might get that name wrong. I hope I didn't. If somebody works at the zoo and you see this, please correct me if I've got the spelling wrong. Next up, we have the giraffes. I do have 4 names, 2 female and 2 male. Let's see. We'll name the first female giraffe Vive. And the second female giraffe, we are going to name Panya. I liked that name when I saw it, so we are going to keep it. There's a lot of female giraffe over at the zoo, but those were the 2 names that I wanted to get, so I got them. The males, we are going to name the first male. Let's see here. This guy's 13. Wait, 12 and 7. We're going to name the 12-year-old the bull giraffe at the zoo, and his name is Khalid. So this is going to be our big guy here. At least I hope he's big in the game. I haven't looked. So that's Khalid, and the other male, this guy here, we're going to name him Mashama. All right, so our animals are named as per the real zoo. The names that I have, anyways. The lions, I was able to get the name of one of the lions, the alpha lion. His name is Abuto. So when we get the lion habitat done, we get the lions in, I'm going to name the biggest male Abuto. Um, and I'm going to continue trying to get names for all of the animals. Eh, I don't know how successful I'm going to be honest with you guys. But anyways, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo's YouTube in the description below, as well as their web address. If you want to check them out for yourselves, guys, look, I don't often do this. I don't think I've ever done it, actually. Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is nonprofit. All of their money comes from donations and it comes from admission sales. If you guys can check out, see if you're willing to donate to these guys, it would be awesome. I know there's a lot of people looking for money right now. A lot of people are hurting for money. I get that. I understand. I really truly do get that. But if you have it in your heart, if you're able to, please don't put yourselves in the hole, is what I'm saying here. If you're able to, without hurting yourselves, without hurting your family financially, and you want to, please consider donating to Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. They can really use it. The animals can really use it. And, I mean, the zoo is over 100 years old. Or it's really close to 100 years old. I know it was being built in the 1920s. And here we are in 2020, so it's close to 100 years old. It could really use some love. It can really use your help, your donations. the zoo has been going through some massive changes, updating all the habitats and whatnot. I mean, they've done a lot since when I was there as a kid. And the big push, if I remember correctly from my research, was in 1990 up to like 1998. They've been really pushing to upgrade the zoo and make everything better for the animals and for the guests. So if you can help them out by donating, please do. If you can't, that's fine, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.